I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are in our neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business.
Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Did y'all hear what that man said? And before I get into my opinion, it's a lot to unpack here. And I might even go the political route in this as well, because to me, it ties in together. But let me just start with, I got this from ABC7Chicago.com. And the man in the video is responding to the acquittal of a man who pew-pewed a 14-year-old black boy. Now, let me read a little bit of this first, and then I will go into my notes and what that man said in the video with his chest. So, Columbia, South Carolina, a South Carolina jury on Monday found a store owner not guilty of the murder in the 2023 shooting of a black 14-year-old. The jury returned the verdict of Chikai Rick Chow, 61, who was Asian, pew-pewed Cyrus Carmack-Belton in the back after chasing him from his convenience store in Columbia. He maintained he acted to defend his son. So, I know black people are not going to want to hear this, but allegedly, this is why we need our own to support our own as far as convenience stores, liquor stores, make our own Chinese food at home. As a matter of fact, I stopped going to Asian supply stores, Chinese, however you want to say it, Asian supply stores years ago. I've been in my neighborhood for about 7 years now, moving from Detroit, and it's Asian beauty supply stores all over Detroit. So if I've been in my house for 7 years, I have not been in an Asian beauty supply store in more than 7 years. I refuse to walk into those stores because I'm not about to walk into your establishment and you view me as a criminal right off the bat. Just looking at the color of my skin, I'm an automatic criminal. And I realize that maybe a good many people that come into their establishment might steal, but I'm not that person. And you're not going to treat me as such. And then as for Chinese food, I stopped ordering Chinese food after watching this video, not even about the jokes about it being cats and rats and dogs, which is disgusting enough, but because I was watching Stephanie Perry. If you're not familiar with her, she is a black woman who helps black women to leave America for in their case, a better life or whatever. Now, I'm not in 110% agreement with her channel, but her channel's fascinating. But anyway, she said when she was in China, she said they spit all over the place. No matter where they are, spit everywhere. And I was like, you know what? If they're doing that, then what are they doing behind the scenes in the restaurants? And so it just turned my stomach. I used to work in a hospital and I could deal with just about any type of smell or sight, but spit and vomit, I can't do it. So I want to more or less reply to this man respond to this man when he said, no more Jordans, Nike, shower caps, and Hondas, and all of that stuff, electronics. We can't necessarily help where products come from into this country unless you are specifically shopping American only. Unfortunately, China makes just about everything. And, the government, our government, imports all of that stuff. So, unless you're going to make something of your own, or like I said, buy American owned, you can't necessarily help where things come from. But you can help going into those Chinese beauty supply stores. You can help going to a Chinese restaurant. But that's what I wanted to say about that man. You know why he could say what he said with his chest, his whole chest poked out? Because he knows that the Black community does not have standards and do not have cohesiveness and togetherness. He knows for every Black person that says, you know what, I will never, if I can help it, shop at another Asian establishment again, it's going to be 10 more Black people that's going to be like, well, move out my way because I need my weave and I need whatever else that they're offering to me. We have no standards. We have no insight or foresight. And so they do set up shop in the Black community because they know that's where they're going to get their money from. They know this. They'll watch you like a hawk in their stores, which is why I refuse to go into their stores. But they will watch you like a hawk, and they know, but they're still, even though it might be a lot of theft, they're still making paper from Black people. So he went on to say, open up your own stores. And what I've heard over the years is banks willfully denying Black people loans and such to open up stores. But see, that's where we're supposed to come together and say, forget those banks. Let's pool our money together and open up our own stores. And as I've said in a previous video, and my race ain't gonna like this, we can come up with that money. And by we, I don't mean me. I can come up with some money if I so wanted to do so to help the Black community, but I know we are beyond help. I'm sorry, we are beyond help. But Black people could come together, pool their money together to open up convenience stores or whatever around the Black community. But that money will end up missing. That's the problem. That's one of the problems with our community, because a lot of people in our community feel entitled to everything, are hustlers, and just not honest. And I didn't say all Black people. So if your eye is twitching and you're getting mad, then maybe I'm talking about you. Because clearly I'm not talking about all Black people. Most Black people that I know in my family, the people that I associate with, are honest, upstanding citizens. But you know that we have a problem within our community across the board. And a 14-year-old allegedly carrying a pew-pew is a problem in our community. Now, I don't know who that boy's parents were or are, but somebody failed that boy if he did indeed go into that store to steal and did indeed allegedly point a pew-pew at someone. I started running out of storage, so I have to cut that one off. So I said, if he did have a pew-pew allegedly. So I wanted to go on and say that, so you have some Black people. I haven't seen the videos yet, but I've seen somebody else do a reaction where I guess some Black people are ordering a lot of food from Asian establishments only to not go pick it up or pay for it. That is not what you do to get revenge. You get revenge by not going there at all. All you're doing is creating more of a reason why people have an issue with our community. I'm all for the boycott, sure enough, but not being sneaky and underhanded about it. Just don't give them your money. That's how you go about getting so-called revenge, if that's what you want to do. I've given my reasons as to why I don't shop, Asian beauty supply stores, and I'm adding Chinese takeaways to that. I'll just make my own at home. And as a matter of fact, and it has nothing to do with a boycott or even the spitting situation. This was before I heard about the spitting situation. I decided to make some Chinese food at home. This was last year sometime. And I bought the oyster sauce, and I even bought a wok, WOK. And it tasted pretty good. I made sweet and sour chicken, and my husband said it was good. And he is a food snob. So if he said it was good, then it was good. Because trust and believe, if he didn't like it, he would have told me. So again, I'm all for stop spending your money where you are not appreciated. Stop spending your money where you know that they view you as a criminal without, you know what I'm trying to say. You're not a criminal. You're a hardworking person. To go into these stores and be treated as such. No. So, but I know a lot of people within our community. They're not going to stop supporting those people. They will support those people before they support another black person, because we have too many crabs in a barrel in our community, which is why those other cultures can come in our community and set up shop and get all kinds of money from us, because we don't want to support each other. And I remember years ago, there was this cartoon, and it was a black man going to a white man, a Arab man, I think an Asian man, and a black man. And so each of those races of men told the black man, okay, that's $20. And the black man happily gave the $20 to the white man, the Asian man, and the Arab man. But when it came to the black man, $20? N-word, is you crazy? I can go up to the street and buy that myself and make it myself. And so it's unfortunate that we don't have that type of support, loyalty, and love for each other when it's something for the betterment of us. If black people want to tear you down, not support you or whatever, they're not going to support you. And going off on a quick tangent, I was watching a TikTok video the other day, and it was a white choir. And if you were to close your eyes, they sounded just like any black choir that you would hear at a black church on a Sunday morning. And you should have saw the comments. Yes, you invited to the cookout. But see, the minute you as a black person say that you're a Trump supporter or something, they want to take your black card. They want to tell you that you're not invited to the cookout. But anytime it's a white person or people of other cultures who have a little bit of flavor to themselves, black people will open their arms far and wide. That Asian man knows this. And if I didn't mention it before, black women are not giving up their weave. And we know a lot of that weave and everything that goes along with it, I'm assuming, because I don't do the weave, comes from Asia in some form or fashion. And before I forget, I don't know if you all remember, and I brought it up, there was this Letitia Harlins, who was pew-pewed in the back of her head, I believe, by a Korean woman back in 1991. She was accused of stealing, and she was turning around to leave that store, and she got unalived by a Asian person. And my bet, I don't think anything ever happened to that woman. And I remember that story. And I was so disgusted back then, and I'm disgusted now, about this. Black people are so hung up on white people hating us that they think that people of other cultures are our allies. Them other cultures hate our guts, probably more so than white people. If you think you're going to go to those other countries and get treated and get entitlements and not be held accountable, then you are sadly mistaken. I saw a video, I don't know where, probably on TikTok, and it was these Indian men beating the brakes off of this black man who was accused of stealing in their store. I mean, they had sticks beating the crap out of him. It don't make no sense for us to be running into these stores like that. But see, a lot of black people, particularly in urban areas where they might not have, maybe not a lot of money, they might not have a car to venture out beyond their communities or whatever, they go to those liquor stores or whatever for their daily fix of liquor and cigarettes. And those other cultures know that. You see those liquor stores all over urban areas. So at the end of the day, that young man losing his life obviously was tragic. But I wish that we as a community, instead of having these knee-jerk reaction to everything being about race, a lot of times it's about poor life choices and poor parenting. That young man should not have lost his life. But at the same time, again, I'm for this protest. But I know with our community, especially with weave being in there, it's a way that I want to word it. Black women aren't giving up their weave. And, whatever else, if there are Asian-owned liquor stores in the area, in my community where I live, it's mostly maybe Chaldean, maybe Middle Eastern type people. But the minute I get a whiff of being surveilled like I'm a criminal, they don't see me anymore. Because I'm I work hard for my money. Sometimes I worked 10 hours yesterday. I am not a thief in any fashion or whatever. And you ain't going to treat me as such. So, black people, do your thing. Don't give those people your money. But don't go in there stealing, thinking that you're getting back at them. Don't order masses of food to not pay for it, because that's not helping our cause. Just don't give them your money, period. And that's my topic. I'll talk to you later.